What's the one food that you will never learn to like? Anything that moves or is still alive on my plate, thanks but no thanks. I was thinking that I would attempt to enjoy anything. You have proven me wrong. I will also never eat anything, animal or insect, that moves on my plate. However, if you can make broccoli do jumping jacks, I'm in. Fucking licorice, and by extension fennel, anise and anything of the sort. Cannot stand the flavor. Maggots. I know they're edible and in a survival situation you gotta do what you gotta do, but I can't. Imagine developing a taste for the monsieur. I've had mealworms, not fly larvae, but still larvae, and they tasted not bad, crunchy. Had them coated in nacho cheese dust so they tasted like corn chips. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just read that. I will never learn to like cilantro. It's not you, it's me. My genes say you taste like soap. And indeed you do. I don't hate it, and I don't think it tastes like soap. Not at all. But I do not like it. It's a very subtle unpleasantness. Kind of like stepping in dog shit and walking around all over your nice clean house before you realize what that smell is. Walking dog shit all over your clean house is not subtle unpleasantness but more rage-inducing. Mushrooms I try a couple times a week since my family eats them a lot. The taste is fine but the texture makes me gag. And I wish I knew why. It's pretty frustrating tbh. Mince them up really small in sauces and stir fry, you won't get the texture. Celery. Thank you. I fucking hate celery and people are always like, how can you hate celery? It has no taste. Oh, it has a taste. And it tastes like garbage water. It has a nasty aftertaste. And it overpowers in a dish. You could have the most bomb potato or mac salad in existence, but if it has celery in it, then that's all I will taste. The fat and meat. Like the stuff on the outside. Not in the meat. I literally gag and I don't know why. Eggplant. I hate the texture. And olives, they're fucking terrible. They taste like metal to me. I always say olives taste like pennies. I get you. V8 or straight tomato juice will make me gag if I smell it. Ever tried mixing it with a full bottle of vodka? No, but I did enjoy it with tapatio and black pepper. Bananas are repulsive tubes of mush. Just like me. Beer. I'm ancestrally German and I absolutely cannot stand it. At all. No. I don't understand. I have tried but I can't do it. Ya ever tried drinking beer on weed Oh, there's some crazy shit, man. There's a dude in the bushes. Has he got a gun? I don't know. Red team go. Red team go. I have killed. I have helped kill. I have killed part of myself. I cannot change this. I must seek Buddha. I must see Christ. Raises eyebrow. Chocolate. I tell people I'm allergic. Because some people get outright angry at me if I say I don't like it. No idea why, but I do what I gotta do to survive. You nasty motherfucker. Go sit in the corner and think about what you said. Well said, cock daddy Karen. I find it interesting that people get angry that you don't like chocolate. Growing up I had a friend that didn't like chocolate, so I grew up accepting that some people just don't like certain foods. I would love to hear some stories of people's reaction to you not liking chocolate. When I was younger, I had mosquito bites all over me every summer. I don't know if it's true, but my father thought if I ate Vegemite the mosquitoes wouldn't like the taste of my blood anymore. He knew I didn't like it, so he put it under the peanut butter on my sandwich and figured I wouldn't notice. Well, I did. Thanks. If my phone ever needs to get investigated or examined, someone else is going to see that I actually Google, does Vegemite keep away mosquitoes? Quote, no, but Marmite does. Don't know if it counts as food, but margarine. Just Blair. Definitely not food emo. Liver and onions was a special request dinner me and my brother made after watching an episode of Arthur. It was so dry and terrible. I cried when my dad made me clear my plate. Papaya, yuck. Papaya definitely has a vomity flavor undertone. Blue cheese. The smell makes me gag. Just leg. Tried some super soft blue cheese in London once. Tasted like death. I still don't understand why people eat it. Brussels sprouts. They're not the same as they were 30 to 40 plus years ago. They've been genetically modified to get rid of the bitterness. And you need to roast them. Monsieur, bet the last time you tried them your mom boiled them. Monsieur, yuck. Slice. Spread out on a baking sheet. Drizzle with a good oil. Salt. Maybe some garlic powder. Cook till a little crispy. The only thing I can taste when I eat them is bitterness. No matter how many times people say, no, you just need to try them prepared in X way. All I can taste is bitter. Beets. Taste like dirt. This is exactly why I love beets. That delicious earthy taste. Bears. Battlestar Galactica. Surprisingly no foods. Still waiting to find one I don't like. Also Happy Cake Day. Have you tried durian? Isn't that supposed to taste really good? Yeah, to some people. It's one of those foods you either really like or makes you gag when you think about it. Head cheese. I'd rather eat thick cheese. Uncooked tomatoes taste fundamentally disgusting and bitter to me, and I do not understand their appeal at all. Tomato sauce or other processed tomato products are fine though. I often wonder if most people simply haven't had a good, ripe, in-season tomato, because they are glorious, even with just a little salt. But what you find in the typical grocery store is straight garbage because of industrial agriculture and our cultural expectations that fly in the face of seasonality. Agutak. It's also called Eskimo ice cream. Monsieur, really something you have to grow up with to appreciate. It's local berries, blueberries, raspberries, salmon berries, etc., mixed with sweetened Crisco. It's eaten with dried smoked salmon jerky strips. Older recipes used seal oil or bear fat, but Crisco is much cheaper and easier, so it's usually used nowadays. My husband loves it because he grew up with it. I learned to make it for Hi Monsieur, but I just can't eat it. And stinkheads are stink eggs. Most people under 50 don't even bother trying it because we have refrigeration and air in a survival situation. Both are salmon heads, eggs that are buried in a burlap bag on the beach and left to ferment, rot, then are dug up and eaten. Or the spawned out zombie salmon. They're literally rotting but still alive. And some people eat them. Monsieur, usually elders. Honestly, the ice cream doesn't sound that bad. I'd eat it. Probably wouldn't understand how the flavors are supposed to go together. But it sounds palatable. Ketchup. Not a food I know, but still, it's foul smelling. It's an entirely overrated condiment. Seafood. Same, and I wish I liked it too, because I know I'm missing out on so many good dishes out there. I just can't stand the fish taste. Food cooked with fish sauce like pad thai is great, though. I can get by with tilapia if I have to, but it just tastes like discount chicken. For me, anything fish involved tastes and smells horrible. Man, we would starve in coastal cities. Animal organs, liver, giblets, tripe, tongue, etc. Otherwise willing to try most anything else, except I do agree with the other poster. Nothing still alive. Peas, processed meat, cheese, like bologna, American cheese, etc. Fried bologna with American cheese and mustard is a superior sandwich form. American cheese tastes like plastic to me unless it's on a burger. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Monsieur, everyone I know loves it. Yet I cringe at the very thought of it. Same here. I love ice cream but do not understand the mint chocolate chip appeal. It's like chewing gum and eating ice cream with chocolate bits at the same time. Yuck. Mint chocolate, period. If I want fresh breath, I'll eat a mint or brush my teeth. Don't ruin my chocolate or ice cream with it. Sushi. I have a friend like this, but she's Japanese and is from Hawaii. Obviously everyone can have their own tastes, but it still blows my mind. So she's Hawaiian. Oysters. Tried many kinds in every which way. Very strange since I like raw clams and love mussels. Sea boogers. Okra or ladies' fingers. Awful little hexagonal tube veggies. Yeah, I remember trying this one time because it sounded dainty and tasted like compost. Mayonnaise. Same. Now are you like me and grew up thinking Miracle Whip and mayo were the same thing? 'Cause I thought I hated mayo and then tried real mayo with French fries and now mayo is my number one condiment. I don't care if it's Heaven Whip. I ain't touching it. Never have, never will. I once made a tuna sandwich with Miracle Whip. I thought it was just another mayo brand. Never made that mistake again. Jalapenos and anything else with capsaicin. It burns my mouth. The only person I trust telling me that something is not spicy is spouse. Everyone else can just fuck right off. They have no idea how sensitive my mouth is. Native American. I had a buddy that would damn near choke on anything with the slightest amount. Said his entire community was that way. My DNA test says not a trace. 99% European. I am the same way. Which makes getting food in the South US a minefield. Everyone likes hot, spicy shit. And to me it doesn't taste like anything except burning pain. About the most I can handle is mild salsa. Tin tuna. Food pretending to be other food. I.e. veggie burgers, turkey bacon sausage burgers, cheese substitutes, etc. It always pales in comparison to the real thing. Also anything fat-free, low-calorie, skim or 2% milk, fake butter, margarine, fake syrup. So basically anything fake or watered down. Have you tried the Impossible Whopper? If you haven't had BK in a while and someone gave you the Impossible Whopper without saying anything, you'd think you were eating meat. I have heard this same bullshit 1,000 times. That is never the case and I can always tell. If not by taste due to the excessive spices, it's the texture. If not texture or taste, the smell gives it away. Have you ever tried Asian temple fake meat though? Meat analogs have been part of Buddhist temple cuisine for several centuries now and they actually do taste amazing, because, you know, they spent centuries perfecting their recipes. They pretty much have the Western world beat when it comes to meat analog that actually tastes good. Eggs. I've tried, but get nauseated and sick every time. If you only tried to hard-boil it, it's likely the smell of sulfur that is making you feel that way. I do like eggs, but that sulfur smell. I avoid cooking it certain ways so I don't experience that smell. My sister used to use the microwave and fuck it stank. Used to say it smelled like diarrhea. Honestly, to me it did. Same. Can't stand the smell. Can't stand the texture. Can't stand the taste. Just straight nope. Pretty bummed since I've moved to the US because people seem to love eating them at breakfast. Almost any meal consists of egg and something. Anything made with eggs that doesn't taste like eggs is perfectly fine. Quiche, cakes, meringues, onions. I have no idea why, but the texture of onions in my mouth is an instant gag reflex. Scrolled to find this exact answer. I can eat onion powder in certain foods but never actual onions bits. Water chestnuts. Oh, I love these. When I was a little kid in China, you could buy them fresh and just peel and eat them raw. Tastes a little bit like a weird starchy pear with a bit of sweetness and they are very crunchy. I guess it's kind of comparable to raw jicama if anyone has ever had that. But the stuff in a can is definitely weird and kind of mushy and bad. My husband hates them too because of the texture, but loves bean sprouts. I think they are similar in texture and he gets so mad when I point it out. Fish of any kind. I do not eat any seafood. I once was at a fancy place and they put out an amuse-bouche for each person. Smoked salmon. I figured, let's try. Almost gagged. Learned I still don't like fish. Cilantro. Bonus avocado. I second cilantro. I have the gene that makes it taste like soap. So apart from messing around with CRISPR, there is nothing that could make cilantro taste good. Tomatoes. Mushrooms. They are too slimy. Bleh. If they're slimy, they aren't cooked correctly. A mushroom done the right way is perfectly soft and has a nice umami flavor. Carrot. Yes. Taste is A, but I cannot stand the texture. Slimy. Anything is not good for food. Slimy means they are not cooked right. I like the flavor, but the texture is like snot. So when I want the flavor, I just dice them up really small and you don't get the texture. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.